Welcome to CelebTide.
Okay, so Timothée Chalamet just got dragged into the Jeffrey Epstein files, and it's so much worse than you think. Back in 2018, Woody Allen's wife literally emailed Epstein calling Timothée a prick. Why? Because he donated his salary and publicly distanced himself from Woody's movie. But here's the thing, the emails claim Timothée didn't want to do any of that. His publicist reportedly told Epstein that Timmy was sick about being forced by the press, and his agents to denounce Woody during his Oscar campaign. So basically, the whole standing up for what's right thing, completely strategic. He was fine working with Woody, he just didn't want it to hurt his career. And the fact that his publicist was emailing Jeffrey Epstein about Hollywood damage control? Absolutely unhinged. The PR machine is working overtime, but screenshots don't lie. It's wild.
Before we get into today's story, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Lately, one name has been quietly causing chaos behind the scenes in Hollywood, and it's not who you'd expect. Timothée Chalamet, the internet's longtime golden boy, is suddenly being pulled into conversations no celebrity wants to be part of. And now, Kylie Jenner appears to be creating some very noticeable distance from him. So what changed? It all started when Timothée's name surfaced in newly discussed Epstein-related documents. To be clear right up front, he has not been charged, arrested, or accused of committing a crime. But as we've learned time and time again, Hollywood scandals don't always revolve around legality. They revolve around optics, power, and public perception. What's really making people uncomfortable is how Timothée's name appears. Not as a main figure, but through private emails connected to an extremely influential Hollywood publicist who had a close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. That publicist was deeply embedded in elite celebrity circles, and the emails reveal how calculated the industry can be when shaping public narratives. One particular email has people talking. It suggests that Timothée's highly praised decision back in 2018, donating his salary from a Woody Allen film to major activist organizations, may not have been as heartfelt as it appeared.
Timothée Chalamet's name has appeared in the new Epstein files. He is mentioned by Peggy Siegel in the email I'm about to read. She was a big-time publicist in Hollywood. Peggy Siegel has been alleged to procure children for Epstein. The email is long, and I'll first skip down to the part about Woody Allen and Timothée Chalamet. I am sick about Woody. She's talking about Woody Allen. Reminder that Timothée played in Woody Allen's movie, Beautiful Boy. This quote-unquote Me Too witch hunt is out to destroy an 80-year-old global cinematic treasure, and it makes me so sad. It makes me sad that she thinks he's a cinematic treasure. I saw literary agent Lynn Nesbitt at Billy Rayner's funeral, and she said Woody is guilty. Of course, she is the agent for Ronan and Dylan. Even my friend Timothée Chalamet, who donated his salary from Woody's last film to 3 political agencies, was sick about being forced into any action by the press. He could not go anyplace on his, quote, call me by your name Oscar campaign without the press hounding him about working with Woody. His agents made him give his money away, supposedly not as a sign of Woody's guilt, but support of hysterical women and media. He is genuinely upset about the whole thing, and at 22, is a pan in a bigger game. So it sounds like she may have known something about Timothée not wanting to donate, but feeling forced to, according to this. He is also to win the Oscar next year for A Beautiful Boy. What's really interesting is that this email is in 2018. I found an article from 2020 saying that Woody Allen claims Timothée Chalamet denounced him to win an Oscar. In his new book, Woody Allen alleged that Chalamet donated his rainy day in New York salary to charity in a bid to win an Oscar, just like what Peggy Siegel said in that email to Jeffrey Epstein. In the email, Peggy refers to Timothée Chalamet as her friend. She also speaks of Woody Allen as her friend who worked with Timothée Chalamet, as well as a possible Oscar nomination. Peggy was very well known in the industry to be very connected to the Oscar Academy. She also threw a lot of parties for the Oscars. How have you been? What's up with the Caribbean island? Staff still sleeping in the tunnels? Retrieved all the furniture out of the ocean? Did you take photos? Are you presently rebuilding? Interesting because of furniture, if you are following the Epstein files, could be children. And she's saying, have you taken them out of the ocean? In one of many disturbing emails from Peggy Siegel to Jeffrey Epstein, she offered to bring him, quote, a little baby back for you from a trip to Africa, saying that the move would be, quote, so Madonna. That's absolutely gut-wrenching and disgusting. And this is after Epstein had already been convicted of predatory behavior with children. Peggy Siegel was known to help Epstein re-enter the New York social scene after his 2008 conviction.
According to this insider correspondence, the move was allegedly driven by pressure from agents and publicists during his Oscar campaign, not genuine outrage or moral conviction. At the time, Timothée was celebrated as a symbol of a new kind of Hollywood man. Someone who listened, someone who cared, someone who stood with victims. But behind closed doors, the tone felt very different. Frustration, resentment, and fear of bad press rather than accountability. This reopens a bigger question people are now asking out loud. How did Timothée Chalamet glide through the Me Too era almost untouched, while others were permanently damaged? Was it timing, image control, or simply having the right people protecting him? And then there's Kylie Jenner. Sources and online speculation suggest Kylie is extremely uncomfortable with the renewed attention around Timothée. Her brand is built on control, stability, and carefully managed narratives. Being even indirectly connected to something as dark and unpredictable as Epstein-related headlines is the last thing her team wants. To make things messier, rumors recently exploded after Timothée was spotted leaving a hotel abroad near another actress. The footage spread fast, sparking cheating allegations within hours. Some outlets claimed secrecy, security tarps, and rushed exits. Others later walked the story back, saying the situation was misinterpreted and blown out of proportion. But once a story like that exists, the damage is already done. What's fascinating is how quickly the narrative shifted, and how efficiently it was cleaned up. It reminded many people of just how powerful celebrity PR machines really are. Lesser-known figures would have been dragged for weeks. Timothée? A few clarifications, and the conversation moved on. And that's why public opinion is starting to turn. People aren't just questioning the situation, they're questioning everything. The performative apologies, the carefully worded statements, the perfectly timed activism, and whether any of it was ever real. Hollywood rewards those who read the room early. And Timothée has always been very good at that. As for Kylie, whether this causes permanent distance or just a quiet pause remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The image of Timothée Chalamet as the untouchable, sensitive prince of Hollywood doesn't feel quite as solid anymore. And once the illusion cracks, it's hard to unsee what's underneath. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.